Can you describe how AI was used in the making of your film?
Yeah, well, definitely it was used to basically make all the stills, then use Runway to animate them. Then basically the same workflow that they put up on screen, more or less. Prompts were basically me. If I needed additional information, I would sometimes ask ChatGPT like how to make this more atmospheric. Sometimes you use the ChatGPT just to like elaborate on the prompts, the anamorphic lenses, and aspect ratios and whatnot. But that's pretty much it.
So where do you feel like your authorship shines through in the film?
Well, I definitely think in the writing, the generation of the idea, and the world building. Obviously, the advantage of AI is that you can like build these elaborate worlds that you cannot do. I mean, part of the reason why I made something like this is I'm a big fan of old experimental films, and there's just not a market for that. But the genesis of these things are like embedded. Like, for instance, I use a lot of like inspiration from La Jetée, which ended up being 12 Monkeys, and the whole idea of snapshots and whatnot. So I mean, just the idea of like taking old media and using like new methods to go and like retroactively kind of update that is something that I thought was. I'm sorry, I don't know if that answered your question, but
That's all good. That's all good.
yeah. But definitely the authorship, the idea, it was the impetus of like how it was put together, and then basically you have to have your blueprint of how you're going to take these disparate parts and put them together. That's human. You basically need a human running this ship. I don't like the people that they take the whole thing. They want to optimize so badly for views and clicks that they use the whole thing to generate everything. That's a machine. That's a complete machine. And if you have a problem with like Hollywood slop, it's more efficient Hollywood slop at that point, because it's just the computers will just make it even more efficient. And it's just like there's nothing human about that, you know.
So going forward, you mentioned Hollywood. How do you think AI will have an effect on the film industry in the future going forward?
Well, it definitely already has a lot. Like, for instance, you have to wear like multiple hats. I mean, just this past weekend, you've seen like YouTubers basically get picked up for these huge films. It's because they wear multiple hats, right? They didn't start out the conventional route. So AI, for better or worse, it's changing the entire system, how the industry works. All the gatekeepers. It used to be like you would try and, like I'm a writer, you would try and write things, get on a staff, get picked that way, maybe make enough money to make a short film. Now it's just run and gun. It's like you can use these systems, you have to make a proof of concept. It doesn't matter if all you do is write, you have to diversify what you're doing. And I mean, it makes you learn a lot of these skills that once used to be ancillary. You'll be like, well, another division will handle that. It's like, no, you're going to handle that. You're basically like a one-man army. And so I think that's the way it's going to go. Not a one-man army, but the fact that like you're going to have to do a little bit of this and that. A lot of things are basically more ADD now. You're going to have to spread out and know a little bit of a lot of things, and be an expert in maybe one or two things. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like, you're a skilled wizard, but you also know how to wield a sword, just not as well as magic.
That makes sense. All right, thank you so much.
All right.